Welcome to Gaming News, your roundup of everything that's happened this week in the gaming world. Starting off today, we're going to look at the Xbox One. I think this is a really important story right here. Microsoft have announced a version of the Xbox One without a Kinect. In any region that already has the Xbox One available, this new console setting will be available as well. This represents quite a change in direction for Microsoft. In fact, they've been pushing the Kinect so much with the Xbox One that I kind of think that it was counterproductive to actually selling the console. If they'd done this when this console first came out, I think they could have been competing with the PS4. Because at the moment, the PS4 is so much cheaper that everyone's buying that as opposed to the Xbox One, plus the PS4 has more graphical prowess and is more powerful than the Xbox One. Now the fact that they've removed the Kinect, which is an option that not many people actually use, I think that they could start to sell more consoles just because it's dropped down to a lower price point. I mean, besides all of the offerings that each console has, you have to look at the price that somebody's charging you for what you're buying, and ultimately the PS4 won that game, which is why I think they've sold more consoles, simply because it's cheaper. If Microsoft have looked at that and decided to remove the Kinect, I think that's a really good move for them, and it could eventually pay off with a little bit more sales of this new console. Apart from the removal of the Kinect, which obviously removes some features such as motion tracking and all these other things that you can do with it, it doesn't actually change the console in any other way, shape or form. It's just a normal Xbox One without the camera stuck on the top of it. So this will be coming out on June the 9th in all markets where the Xbox One is sold. So if you were looking for an Xbox One but you didn't like Kinect, here's your opportunity. Next, we turn our attention to Massive Entertainment's Tom Clancy The Division. Now, this game is something I've been really interested in, and a lot of people have been really interested in this game. But unfortunately, it's been delayed until 2015. This is probably the second big announcement in the development of this game, because if you remember back a little while ago, loads of people basically signed a petition to get this game put on PC. Enough people signed it that the developer took notice and decided to develop this thing for the PC. It was due to be a next generation console game only. So first of all, props to them for actually creating it for PC and listening to the community. But now we have to think that they've delayed it even further. So how's that going to compromise them? Is it going to compromise them at all? We do have a quote from the developer here, Massive Entertainment. "We are creating something we are really proud of, and we don't want to compromise on quality. We are going to release the game when it's ready." So once again, we're seeing basically a mirror image of the developer of Dying Light, when last week we spoke about how they're delaying the game until at least February 2015 as well. So it looks as if developers are taking notice of some of the things that's happened with games recently, where they've been released and they're not ready, and the community has gone bananas over it. It's really good to see developers taking a good notice of what the community feels about these kind of releases when they're clearly not ready to be released. Moving on from the delay though, they are going to be showing off more of the Division at this year's E3, which is actually 1 year after it was first announced, so we're probably going to see a massive jump forward in just how much the game has developed in that time, so I'll be really looking forward to that. The next story today, Halo 5 Guardians, will be released on Xbox One in 2015. Bonnie Ross, the general manager of 343 Industries, the developer of this Halo game, has basically expressed that this is going to be a true next-gen game. Here's a quote. "Certainly there are some core elements carrying over from prior games, but we've invested a huge effort into retooling our technology to take full advantage of the Xbox One hardware and ecosystem to create worlds and experiences worthy of next-gen." We already knew that the next Halo game was going to be on Xbox One, and we knew it was going to be a next-gen title, but it's really nice to know that they are at least putting in a lot of effort to make sure it is a fully next-gen game. I mean, they've reiterated that achieving 60 FPS is something that they really want to try and get hold of, and they want dedicated servers for the game as well. 343 also issued this piece of concept art. It looks pretty awesome. Obviously at the moment it's just concept art, so we can't really be sure if this is ever going to make it into the game, if it's really going to represent what the game's going to look like when it comes out, because it could change quite a lot here. But if you do want to go and get yourself hands on it, it does come as a wallpaper in 1080p. There's a link in the description to the article, and you can get your hands on the concept art and the key art for the game as well. And there you have it, you're just about up to date with everything that's gone on this week in the gaming world, everything that's important really anyway. Just before I end the video today, I will point you in the direction of my G2A page as part of my partnership with them. At the moment, I'm going to be investing all of the money that I get from the page back into the site so that I can get some Watch Dogs codes to give away for you guys. It's only about, I think, a little bit more than a week away from the release, and I'm really excited for that game. So I'm definitely going to be investing any of the commission I make back in so I can buy as many codes as possible and then just give them away in a video or on Twitter or something like that. In that respect, my Twitter link is in the description, so if you want to go and click it and follow me, I'm always talking there on Twitter if you want to get hold of me. But that's about it for today, guys, so thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video today, make sure you hit the like button so other people can have a look at all the gaming news they need to know this week. And make sure you drop your comments down below about the topics that we've spoken about today. But until next time, my name is Westy, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.